What is up everyone, Base Diluc here with a new Genshin Impact video. Now that Ganyu's banner is here, we finally have a new Cryo unit that can bring some serious damage to your team while giving you the opportunity to use elemental reactions in order to amplify your main damage dealer. So I will talk about the synergy between Diluc and Ganyu because she's possibly the best Cryo sub-DPS in the game, especially when paired with a unit like him. Melt being a top tier elemental reaction, the main focus of this team comp will be to trigger it as much as possible. In this case, Ganyu will be the key to make this happen, especially with her elemental burst. If you stack enough energy recharge on her, you'll be able to keep it nearly 100% of the time on the field for 15 seconds. This will allow you to dominate large groups of enemies with periodic cryo applications that are the fastest in the game. You will then be able to use Diluc's pyro attacks and double their damage consistently. I will now showcase my build and explain how I'm going to optimize it with better substats in the near future. Okay, so here we have my Ganyu. She is currently level 70, so keep that in mind. She's still a work in progress and her build is not completely finished. Her weapon is the Stringless. I have it Refinement 3. It brings me 36% damage to my elemental skill and elemental burst, as well as give me 151 elemental mastery, which is quite a lot. This is also something you want to focus on in the artifacts because it is one of the key to good elemental reactions. With the artifacts, I will be using Noblesse Oblige and Blizzard Strayer, 2 piece each, to get as much damage as possible on my Q, because this is the ability that I'm focusing on the most. I have a cryo damage bonus cup with ideally elemental mastery substats, crit rate, crit damage, and energy recharge. These are the 4 substats I'm focusing on the most, and so as you can see, not all my pieces are that great. Here I have a crit rate circlet, which is really good. I would suggest also crit damage circlet if possible, if you have enough crit rate in your other substats or if you're running crit rate weapon. But the crit rate mask will always bring you a lot of consistency with your damage, which is good. In terms of flower, as you can see, I have crit rate, crit damage. The feather is energy recharge here, elemental mastery, and the sands has energy recharge. Now this is important. If you have a weapon that has an energy recharge substat, you must run a elemental mastery sands. In this case, I'm running an energy recharge on the sands, and I'm going to try to get a better one with maybe some crit rate because I need some. As for the talents, Ganyu benefits a lot from having your Q leveled up first. It is her best ability in my opinion because it has a duration as long as its cooldown, so it is almost always up, as I said earlier, and it brings tons of damage to your team. The second thing you want to level up, I would say, would be the E, because it is your battery. You use it to refill your energy for your Q, and it also does significant damage, especially when you reverse melt. The other thing you want to level up, obviously, is the charge attack. If you're a main DPS, you should level this up first, even before your Q, in my opinion. This is the best main DPS damage here, the 272% on the Frostlake Arrow Bloom. It is very good. So I think you should level this up last for my build, but you should level it up first for a main DPS. Right? As a sub DPS, she does benefit strongly from her ult being leveled up. Now let's look at the total stats. She has somewhere around 1300 attack, almost 300 elemental mastery. She has 173 energy recharge. She gets crit rate from the Cryo Resonance because I'm running Chi-Chi as a healer in my team. She also has a decent amount of crit damage because she gets some upon leveling, and so I will have a 50 to 100 ratio basically, so a 1-to-2 ratio of crit rate to crit damage, which is ideal. And I'm obviously striving for higher numbers, but that's for the future. I do have also cryo damage bonus, which is obviously what you want. I'll show you some team comps that I have. I'm obviously running Diluc, and it is the same build that I'm running. except that it's getting the 15% crit rate from the Cryo Resonance. I'm running Albedo, sometimes I'm running Bennett also, I'm running Jinxo sometimes, Venti. You can run multiple supports, and for last I'm using the healer, which is Chi-Chi in this case, but you can run Jean, you can run Barbara, you can run anyone. I think Barbara is really good because she can also bring Frozen as a reaction to your team. You'll lose out on the Cryo Resonance, but you can use Kaya or Chongyun or Diona to get it back. So that's about it for this part of the video. Now onto the gameplay where I beat domains with Ganyu, I beat bosses, and I beat some Abyss. In my next video, I will be showcasing her against a level 80 Jinxo C6 to see which one is the best at supporting Diluc. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.